named in late 2020. There's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Oh, what a move. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 42. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to keep this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. dispersed there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
One play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Off play action, Fields. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Watch 36.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rolling to his right. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the big field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well, it was you. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, They needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 10th carry of the game for Cook. Gets past one man. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Line 36. Ricky.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Odafe Oweh in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They go play action. Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fields. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Play action. It's Fields. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Touchdown, McPherson on to keep this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 7.
Come on, the ball, 49.
Here's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. McPherson to send this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They run again with Harris. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And the Titans first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
Nah.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
It's a loss of the yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Harris. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
4th down now after a loss of 2. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins. Open man is Cameron Batson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word, because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game, and this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Line 36. Line 36. Come on out here. Come get
To throw is Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Off the play fake, Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. It's complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Fields. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback.
It is, he throws and the ball is out. It's a live football. It's picked up by the Titans. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Wide, get wide.
Give to Cook out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fields now to throw. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use it.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
One play action. Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
1st and goal, 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He'll get this complete to Batson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's got his target, Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down. Here's Cousins. He's got this one completed to Mims. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Cousins. That is caught by Mims. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Cousins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Cousins will try and throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can buy.